Welcome back. More than 35 players in last night's Super Bowl were wearing a helmet made by a local company, including quarterback Nick Foles, the game's MVP. Schutt Sports is headquartered in Litchfield, Illinois, and the workers gave us amazing access to see how they make, paint, and test helmets. It's time to wrap up our Made with Pride series with part 4, the company's quest to make the safest helmet possible. Before a Schutt helmet can make its way onto the field, it has to make its way out of this lab. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Get ready.
The crew is testing and retesting every component of a helmet. Tony Van Houten says they're always thinking about the player.
We know there's a lot of children that play football, a lot of adults out there, their families on the line and do it for a living, and we know that that's the number one most important thing is keep them safe.
They simulate a player's head hitting the ground and how a helmet takes a high-speed collision you might see in the NFL. Sensors measure the G-forces inside the head.
How critical is that data for you guys?
The data is very critical for us because we need to have that data so we know where we stand with the competition, so we know where we stand with the test standards, and so we can be number one.
Not a single detail overlooked, including how a helmet will hold up in 0-degree weather. For that, we have to grab a cold one and bring it right over here. And we're gonna drop a 20-pound weight and drop it on the helmet.
Do you think a lot of people think about the science that goes into making a helmet, the testing, when they're putting that helmet on? Do you think they're thinking about like what's happening here at Schutt?
No, they definitely are not. You know, I played football myself, and I never thought about what went into the helmets when we wore them. And so, no, people don't know what goes on and how much is involved.
And that's just fine with them. While players are watching the ball, Schutt is watching the head. Yeah, and they actually have third-party testers. They have to pass standards to get the helmet on the field. Their latest helmet they're really excited about is the F7. Came out about last year or so. They say this is their top performer right now. And for the first time, they actually put a pad on the outside of the helmet on the shell. And then right here, you can see that right there. That's what they do there. And they say this one, they thought they would sell some. It's a $1,000 helmet, but it's been actually, the sales have been incredible and great response. The NFL players and college players are wearing the F7. That is their latest helmet from Schutt. Allie,
Wow.
send it to you.
Really amazing to see, Ryan. Wow.